Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Robert Marques. I'm the senior campus chef here at American University. I'm doing the Teaching Kitchen series with Airlie at your table, featuring all of the Airlie farm produce. So first we're going to do the vegan broccoli cheddar soup, a little bit of a sweet and apple chutney, a little spicy. First we're going to start with the broccoli cheddar. We're going to do a little bit of sauteed onion and a little bit of garlic. So we're gonna cut our onions first. So you're just gonna wanna take your knife, your opposite hand, and you're gonna wanna guide right with your knuckles, okay? And you just guide the knife through, and always have a sharp knife. Sharp knives are the better knives. I also have garlic that I peeled and already roughly chopped. So, and we'll start with some oil. About 2 tablespoons. Oil just to get the garlics cooking and your onion cooking. That going, a little bit of onions in there. Again, like I said, just a rough chop. I like to use rubber spatulas, high temp, just to kind of move the food around, making sure it's all getting nicely sauteed and browned up. I'm gonna start to work on my potatoes and my carrots. I've already on the potatoes, that's a preference if you want to peel it. I usually don't peel the potatoes because, like I said, again, we're going to puree it up. So there's really no reason to peel them. But I do have some peeled, you can. Then we also want to just kind of rough chop our carrots. About 3 medium carrots will do it. Right. Let's make sure we're not burning anything here, just kind of moving it around. Oh, that looks really good. So then step number 2 is we're going to add our potatoes, our carrots, a little bit of sunflower seed right here. Some sunflower seeds as well as the nutritional yeast. Any grocery store, it's just nutritional yeast. We use Bob's Red Mill. Put our potatoes. Put a little carrot in there. About a half a cup of sunflower seeds. Well as a half a cup of nutritional yeast. Half a cup, huh? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so then we're gonna do a teaspoon of paprika. And the recipe, if you measure everything out, not try to eyeball it like I do most of the time, teaspoon of salt or to taste. So we'll start with a teaspoon of salt and then we'll see how far along we get. Okay. Gonna give that a nice little mix up and get that going with the nutritional yeast. We'll add our broth and then bring it to a boil. And the vegetable stock is 4 cups. And I already made the vegetable broth. Still hear it doing its thing there, sauteing, and now we're gonna bring that to a boil and then let it simmer. Yeah, let's bring it to a boil, get that softer. And then we'll add our broccoli. It's getting cold out there, so the broccoli does really, really well in there. So like again, we want to just cut it up finely, chop it up as finely as we can get it. But you want to be a little bit finer with it so that when we put it in the soup, it'll cook pretty quickly. Kind of want to just start at the top, bring your knife around, and you want to just turn the apple. You don't want to move your right hand or your knife hand. You want to just move with your left hand and just turn the apple.
And then you can peel it pretty close. We used to always in school and working with my other colleagues, we used to just try to challenge ourselves to see how far we can make a nice
peeled apple. Because I'll just take my apple and I'll make the slices here, around the core, and then I can dice those. That one I'm gonna do a little bit of a small dice. So lead with my index finger, and I just kind of make a nice little 1/4 inch slice all the way across the knife. Use the whole knife cutting. And then I'm going to turn my onion. It all holds together. And then we're just going to do a nice little dice here for our chutney. This we're not going to puree, so I want the dice to be pretty consistent as best as I can get it. There we go. Now we're just going to saute that up a little bit. Always nice to have a little ginger, a little bit of star anise. Just a couple of star anise. This at the grocery store as well. Just kind of 2 or 3 of them in there. Cinnamon. Just one little cinnamon stick will do it. For turmeric, which is about a teaspoon. Okay. Chili flake as well. All right. Don't forget raisins, which is 2/3 cup. Just a little bit of salt in there. And just kind of mix it up. Get turmeric in there, which is going to give it some great color. Then we're going to put in our liquid. Just mix that up really nice. Oh, it looks like our heat is lasting a little bit longer. I'm hoping this is going to work for us. Might be time to retire this burner. Yeah, there we go. Now we have some nice yellow chutney going here. All right, so then we're going to put in our cider vinegar. First, I think I want to put my sugar in. So the sugar is 1 1/4 cup. So it's quite a bit of sugar, right? So we can bring this apple. And then we also have the turmeric in there. And then we're going to put our vinegar as well. So let's put in 1 1/4 cup sugar. And you might think it's too much as you're pouring it in there. Just make sure, double check myself, because sometimes I see things different. Yep, 1 1/4 cup. What's going to do too is it's going to make a little bit of a, how do you say it, a caramel sauce, like a sauce with the liquid. So 1 1/4 cup. Vinegar is going to be the same, 1 1/4 cup of vinegar. There we go. Man, look at that, perfect. Gonna mix that up, let it get nice and hot. You want it to boil a little bit, and then we'll turn it down to a nice little simmer. A little bit of peppercorn. Won't break a tooth on it or anything. They're really nice and soft. Looks like we have a good simmer going here. Just kind of put a lid. Stock that I have here. So like I said, if it's a little too thick, you can always thin it out with a little bit more liquid, but I like that consistency right there. And then there's our florets. So we're gonna put that in there. So that's coming along nicely. After that softens up a little bit, I'm gonna vegan cheese. I always tell Taylor it looks almost like hot browns. That it's but it's you know, it's soy vegan cheese. And once I get my broccoli a little more tender, I'll add in my vegan cheese and we'll melt that down, and then we'll be ready to serve. Melts in there as much milk can melt. The vegan cheese, oh, that's coming up nice. See that the star anise in there, the cinnamon stick. The color is great. Yeah, the color is, the color is fat. It looks really nice. Those apples, they'll start to shrink up as it gets hotter. And this is our vegan broccoli cheddar. Yeah, that's really melting down now. That's our vegan broccoli cheddar. Am I too close? There we go. All right. Hey. Okay, and that's our teaching series. A little sample. I'm going to be a little bit longer, so and everybody can kind of taste and enjoy. Having. Thank you.